Hey, yo, people! We are here. We are at the Sakami Ranches. Of course, this is under the auspices of NORT, right? The North of the Rift Women in Coffee, hosted here at Sakami Ranches. Now, I have a guest, special guest, that is. I will not talk much. I will allow her to say her name and then we'll take it from there. Karibu sana.
Thank you. My name is Gloria Wamalwa Gumeros. And we are here at Sakami. I'm a co-founder of Sakami. And we own this farm. It's a family-owned farm. So it's me and my husband and our children. Yeah, so yes, welcome to Sakami.
What crops do you grow here at Sakami?
Yeah, thank you. In Sakami, we have 3 crops, which are main crops. We have coffee, intercropped with macadamia, and also we have avocado.
All right.
The 3 crops work very well together. They tie us throughout the year. The seasons follow each other, and they marry very well.
All right. When you go to all these other large farms, they have a history. You know, they have very fascinating histories, from the ones that were white-owned and then they were passed down, ones that families have owned for generations. What's your history? What's your story here?
This is very interesting because our story, this farm where we are right now, I grew around this place. My original farm where I grew up and raised is not far from here. It's 3 Rivers Farm. It's only a couple of kilometers from here. So growing up in this region, I knew about this farm. And when I came to buy this land, later on is when I realized, I said, this is the farm I used to hear when I was a child.
What was the name? What was the name of the farm then when you were growing up? If you can remember.
It was called, I think, the original farm was called Ingavi, which was owned by the first woman member of parliament.
Allah, her name?
Priscilla Abgao. And they used to grow oranges, apparently.
And it is owned by a lady again.
And now it's owned by another lady.
Which is a good thing. Okay.
Yes.
So what's the output in terms of, tonnage? Kahawa, macadamia, avocado?
Well, we're pretty large, kind of medium scale farm. So when we talk of export, we have what we move out in export in terms of tonnage. We talk about maybe about a few containers for exports.
All right.
And also when we are talking about avocado, it's also we do harvest a couple of tons a week during our picking season. And when we talk about macadamia, we also have several tonnages that we do within the harvesting period. So we're quite let's say we're not big, but we are.
But you're big.
We are kind of.
Not big, but big. That's a good one. Okay. And what's your market like? Because you've had you talking about export.
Yeah.
What's your market and what percentages if it's export? How much, if you could estimate?
Yeah, because this speciality, we grow speciality coffee here. So what we are exporting is almost 70% of what we are growing. Then the rest of it we take it to the auction. But and avocado also the same thing. We do almost about 80% of what we are growing here we take for export. And whatever is left we sell it for local market for oils. And macadamia, we are right there because, with the new laws and the old laws, where as farmers we were not having it quite fair, but we hope the minister will look into it. And we start now exporting directly as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've talked about laws and all these regulatory frameworks. Let's talk about regulatory frameworks. How are those ones working for you?
For the first time in history, a farmer has got a voice.
Mumesikia, did you hear that?
And we really owe it to this, the last 2 governments or 3 governments now in place. Yeah. They came out with the intention to say the farmer has to realize their fruit. For the first time, farmers, we can actually export our coffee without me worrying about any other person between me and the end user. And avocado, same thing. We are really, really happy with the new reforms because they've given us power for us to be able to negotiate our prices. So everything I'm putting in now, I know I have a market directly. So I'm putting in more effort in producing best quality other than me fighting with the middlemen.
Yeah.
So it is a really positive thing for a farmer. Finally, I can go and meet the end user and tell him what I'm bringing you, it is mine.
All right.
I'm selling you my coffee, which is Sakami coffee, and I'm sure when I'm promising this, it's a promise I'll keep.
Yeah.
So contracts are coming directly,
Okay.
which I think is the best thing that has ever happened. I hope the government will continue supporting the farmers, continue empowering a farmer to have a voice like what we have now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Running such a big operation cannot go without challenges. Would you just mention a few?
Oh my, where to start? Challenges that we have that are really, really out there and on a daily operations. It is manpower. That was quite a big challenge. And also a know-how. You might have a farm like this, you want to grow coffee, but you don't know where to go and get this support. Remember this region, we were doing a lot of maize. I grew up on a coffee farm. One day I woke up and that coffee farm was not there
gone.
anymore.
Yeah.
So for me to do what we are doing, we had to learn everything. But we thank God also with that, there's a positive way that our Kenyan system has got step by step on what to do. But now to get these people who know what to do was a problem. And that one, and now we have the coffee, and now it comes to things like pruning. It is not a common knowledge in this region. So you have to train. You have to train and train. When you're coming to things like maintaining the cherry or spray programs, we also had to train because it's more like a new crop in this region. It's not everything, because we used to grow coffee here many years, and now we are coming back because every time we talk to anybody about coffee, they're like, oh, you have coffee in Trans Nzoia. It's like, yeah, it does. We are near the mountain. It has always been there.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Coffee Revival Program, because the government has rolled out this program that is targeting both the traditional areas that grow coffee and these new areas that you're talking about, like Trans Nzoia. Are you part of it?
I am part of it. Currently, I'm sitting on a board of directors at KPCU, and this project is really directly under our ministry. And we are very proud of what the ministry is doing, and we are there to support. As you know, we are sitting on this board as farmers, so obviously we are helping from experience, and we really I'd like to comment on the ministry and the government, what they are doing to revive coffee. It is a $1 trillion kind of a business. I don't know why we will miss on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why Kenya will miss on a global market.
Let's talk about North of Rift women in coffee.
Yeah.
What is NORT about? What is it? First of all, what is it?
North of the Rifts Women in Coffee, we came together. First of all, I was working like a solo person, trying to find a market for a very long time. And then the challenge we had out there was, the question I had was, can you fill 2 containers? Can you give me this volume of coffee? And then it came to my mind, this is a bit difficult for us to do this on our own. Then I realized I need to go back home and talk to my neighbors, talk to my friends who are already into it, or they were starting, because we had a big nursery here. I encouraged quite a few ladies that start planting. Some of them were already doing it. And we met in a different forum and we said, why can't we start a group where we can join together to do partnership without swallowing each other's name or anything? Yeah. We can only complement one another. And that's how NORT was born.
Okay.
So it is more like a farm coming together for partnerships, for us to have more volume, for us to realize in case we have a big order, we can fill, we can dab into each other's strength. And we do that also for training. We do that for, we cooperate together around trainings and other things.
All right. Are you looking forward to opening it up to men, the membership?
Oh, this is the most interesting thing for us,
yes.
Is that North of the Rift Women in Coffee, we call ourselves Women in Coffee,
yes.
And we have our men right behind us. They call themselves We Men in Coffee.
Okay.
So we have women in coffee and we have women in coffee.
Yes.
Who are our husbands and
Yeah.
they support us fully.
You have a partnership with the BASF. Tell us about it.
Well, it is quite interesting how this thing came to be.
Yes.
Just the same way you'll be taken to Nairobi to go for training, and we'll hear about BASF. We didn't even know what BASF was. We got to hear of their product more for fighting CBD. There's a particular brand they have, La Cabrio. So we were wondering, where does this product come from? Then we started talking, and then we got to meet the people through a different forum. And we were like, wait a minute, why can't you talk to us directly? And that was before pre-COVID. And then, of course, when COVID happened, everyone went quiet. So this time when they came back, they were like, okay, we need to find those farmers who we had started an idea.
Yes.
So we sat down with them, gave them a proposal. Can we work in partnership with us? Because we are women who have got other small women who work under us.
Yeah.
And the products are sometimes very expensive. Can we cooperate together that we can buy and share with these people together? And that's how we started doing training together. Then they came, when we started training, they said, what about if we help you guys in this way? You want only training for us? We said, yes, let's start there. Then after that, they said, wait a minute, we have this project we do for our partners in countries where we work. Are you guys registered? We said, yes. Are you as a group, can we come and do this? Then that's how we started signing partnership for us to do training. For us, they said they can build for us. There was a grant they asked us to fill, and we were one of the few country that won, and our company as NORT, we won that. So after that, we started a starting venture with them, which has given a center of excellence. That is where related to the trainings we were having.
Yes.
Because every time they came here to do training, we will be sitting under a tree or something.
Yeah.
Then they said, I think we need something more than this. So they put for us center of excellency. And what we did is, because out of all the 5 women we have, Sakami said we have a land where, because they offered us, they can build for us a mill, and it will have to be working, like different stages.
Yeah.
So we offered land. We sat with the ladies and agreed, let's put it somewhere. It's easier to start somewhere. And that's where we started with BASF. Yeah.
So the coffee mill is work in progress?
The building is ready now.
Yes.
So our next plan is now we are looking for more partnerships to buy machinery so that we start operating. Because the whole thing will come with the training, with the school, with the cupping lab and everything. So we are on that journey.
All right. So in this process of farming coffee, what would you say is your best time?
Coffee is exciting throughout.
Yes.
But my favorite time, the scent in the air. You were here.
Yes.
You smell it. The aroma. You think of, you only get this when you're brewing coffee, but that is the best time.
That is that means from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Coffee smells good from
all
the
through.
Beginning, all through.
So it just gives you the first taste when the flowers open, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
You saw the bees.
Yes.
They were very happy.
Okay.
And then the next best time is when the cherries are red.
Yes.
Oh my God. That's a time now you describe a Christmas. That's another Christmas.
That's a good one. Asante
And
sana.
now the one that kills it all, when you're enjoying the cup in the morning.
Oh yes, the kawatongo.
In the morning.
All right. Which is the biggest job on earth?
It's farming is the biggest job on earth.
Say it when looking at that camera. Oh.
Farming is the biggest job on earth.
That has been this. Follow us on YouTube so that you see which other farmer we're going to meet. Follow a farmer.
BASF. We create chemistry.